extra supplies. Just getting supply blocked in the middle of the game. What was that? I want to know what that was. I just saw like a random explosion. Oh, it was just an overlord popping and his eyes like explode. Oh god, it's so gross. But yeah, don't be afraid to use this call down supplies if you've got the energy for it, which he clearly does. You need to unsupply block yourself as much as possible, especially when you get in this kind of production mode. You can see where he wants to be right now. He's got all these unit producing structures. He's got his starport up and his factory up, and he's got 2 decently saturated bases. He needs to just be completely pumping out of these the entire time, and supply blocking yourself really hurts that very, very severely. I do like the upgrading though. I really approve of that. It's not really worth it to rush to the upgrade and be like, alright, here's my game plan. I'm gonna get a barracks out and then an engineering bay and I'm just gonna upgrade like crazy. Yeah man, I'm gonna be like 3-3 so fast. I just don't do that. Don't do that. But in this kind of, I would say, approaching a mid-game situation where he's got an expansion, he's got access to 4 gas geysers, only using 3 right now, which is fine. Upgrades are awesome. So let's just go ahead and pop over here. See, let's hit units, the unit counting station, and see what the Zerg is up to. He's got 15 Zerglings, 1 Mutalisk, 4 Roaches, 17 Banelings. So Banelings will be pretty decent against this army. I guess you could call Banelings a counter to the Marine Marauder army. Particularly, Banelings are really good against Marines, because Marines are light, and Banelings do plus damage to light. You see they do 20 damage to any type of unit that's not light and 35 damage to light units. So because Marines are light and because they stand so close to each other, you know, when they're training Marines inside of that barracks, they're really developing a bond with each other, so they like to stand really close, and they kind of tend to be close talkers. They really get in your face sometimes if you're talking to them. So because they stand so close to each other, they're vulnerable to splash damage. More so than a larger unit like the Marauder. They're not quite as good of friends with each other as the Marines, clearly. So Banelings will be very effective versus Marines. And if you find yourself in a situation where you have this Marine Marauder army, which is like one of the most standard Terran strategies you can go for is Marine Marauder medevac, try to soak up all the damage with these with the Banelings with these Marauders. In fact, if you can just suicide the Marauders into the Baneling attacks and keep your Marines alive, Marines actually do higher damage per second than a Marauder. I gotta pause it real quick because look at how much money he has. 2,400 minerals. That is so much money. If you converted that to an army, his army would be huge compared to what he's got right now, and there's really no excuse. There's no excuse at all. He's got these all these barracks just sitting here, and really the way that you should approach having good macro is by making good use of hotkeys, which you see he does have hotkeys on his number 3 control group, so he should be all the time just popping over to these hotkeys. He should hit 3 and then just spam A a bunch of times for Marines and then hit D a bunch of times for Marauders and just get stuff coming out. The Zerg is going for this little Mutalisk harassment, which is good. It's a nice style of harassment. This is the purpose of this is several things. It's you can run into the Terran's base and just take out some Marines or some SCVs, or you can just try to contain the Terran and keep him from leaving his base. Really, he should have turrets going up all around. He's got the money for it, although his SCVs are just sitting there. That's an obvious mistake. I don't have to tell you this is bad. But really, he should just be throwing up turrets everywhere. He's got money, and like I said, if you've got the money, you need to just find a way to spend it. And turrets would be a good solution right now. He knows there's Mutalisks around. Turrets do. Hold on. Hold the phone. We're gonna go to we're gonna back up. We're gonna go to normal speed. We're gonna watch this battle. In fact, I'm gonna turn off health bars for a second. Okay, so watch when these banelings come into this Marine Marauder army. Watch how fast these Marines get taken out. They get taken out so fast. Now, what he could have done is, first of all, he could have just ran away from the banelings. If you stim and run away, you're faster than a baneling, so you can actually pick them off without being within their splash range. Although it's important to say, a baneling that kills from, or a baneling that dies from a unit killing it does the same splash damage as if it just ran into the unit or something like that. But the other idea was take all these marauders and just run them straight into the banelings, and just sacrifice your marauders and keep your marines alive. Because marines are really, they're more so the core damage dealers in this army. I think he might have just stimmed a few too many times actually. Stim lasts a while, and I believe he preemptively re-stimmed, which is kind of draining the health on these, or the energy on these medevacs. So pretty clearly he's gonna win this game, but there's still plenty to learn from this game. Namely, having good macro means getting all of these unit producing structures constantly producing units. And you see there's nothing the Zerg can do right now. This game is over. And Centurion obviously blaming racial imbalance because you know, skill really doesn't have anything to do with the game of StarCraft. It's all about, you know, the way Blizzard designed the races, not how you play it. Totally. I mean, that's just clear. Same as in like chess. You know, obviously black is the better color in chess. Like every time I play black, I win, and white. I mean, white in chess just sucks. It's just what it comes down to. It's imbalanced. Anyway, so I hope there was enough to learn from this. Yeah, I kind of hesitated a little bit to cover too many low-level games. Ooh, I gotta point this out first for one quick second. Centurion, this is awesome. Look at this. He's got an Overlord parked on every single expansion. He should be vomiting creep there. He's not, but still, that is awesome. That is so good. Centurion, thumbs up, even though, you know, you play the worst race. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I hope there's enough to learn from these games. I don't really want to spend all my time doing these low-level replays. I think there's definitely a lot that players could learn from this, but at the same time I feel like a lot of the mistakes new players make are the exact same mistakes over and over again. Like I could probably watch 100 you know, maybe bronze and silver level replays, and every single one of them would have this issue with having way too much money. So, you know, I don't know how many times I can say that in multiple games. But yeah, leave me some feedback. I'm still doing my 10K subscribers contest, so if you watch my announcement video and leave me a comment, you might win a free replay analysis by me. And if you enjoy my analysis, check out my website at SC2noobschool.com. I've got details about doing private lessons, and I've brought several students from a bronze level player to gold level player really quickly, and it's by teaching them things like what Puck Lad was not doing in this game, using good hotkeys well, keeping these structures producing, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, check out all my stuff, and I'll see you guys on my next cast. Later!